What's going on, guys? Jeff the Red Dragon is back, and he does have a few new goodies for you today. Remember the last time we talked, we had thought was a bad tube situation. Turned out not to be, thank God. Turned out to be a blown speaker, which was good because that was an easier, cheaper replacement. Celestion G12H 70th anniversary special came in those cabs. So I ended up putting that spare back in there and could use my amp. Sounded good for a while. Ended up going with that Swamp thing. Turned out not to be what I wanted. It was just too deep. I just couldn't adjust enough of that out of it. It was a great speaker though. It sounded good. The background was nice, but like I said, it was just too deep for my liking. I kind of wanted more of a crisp, deep, low end, you know, and that one was just too deep. So I ended up going with a Celestion V30, like come in the Mesa cabs. Now, don't get me started. I know there's a difference between the China and the UK, but who cares? I like the way this V30 sounds in combination with that DV77 that's in there. This thing is just crunchy, and I am loving the way this cab is sounding right now. Through any one of my overdrive pedals, it is just off the charts, crunchy, and just truly amazing. And now let's get on to the new toy that we have here. Thanks to truck driver Sean, when he first demoed this pedal, I really fell in love with it. The crunch that it had, the warmth, the deep end growl that it had. It was just, so nice that I just had to invest in it. You know, it took me a little bit of time, but I sure as hell definitely had to get one. This is from Lichtlaerm Audio. I hope I said that right. Thanks to Daniel, I got this guy here in, probably just under 2 weeks. This is the Aquaria. And thank you, Daniel, over there at Lichtlaerm Audio. That thing is so nice. It is based on a Klon. So this one is a super beefed up Klon. This guy is one bad mother. You got your standard level, tone, gain, and then you got a clean, which adds to the mix to really clean it up, make it sound thicker, tighter, whatever you want to call it. You have a clipping switch here, which the top is your standard germanium diode, which is your typical Klon. You have your middle, which is your Scotchkey. And you have the bottom, which I can't remember what they call that one, but what I believe that one does on the bottom is adds a tighter compression, makes it sound tighter, gives it a beefier low end, kind of like the Dirty Tree does. This has definitely become one of my favorite pedals. It has the bonus 4-band EQ down here on the bottom, which has your bass, low mid, and high. And then you have a separate boost switch right here in the middle, so you can adjust that to however you want, how much boost you want. I believe it was 6 decibels. Believe me, you don't need it. It is in the middle on mine, and it is just raw. So you have your on-off switch, and then you also have the one that turns on the 4-band EQ. Now, I play it with the 4-band EQ on because that's where all the balls are at. And also, I found that you can leave just the 4-band EQ on, and you can run it through any one of your other overdrive pedals. So if you needed a bigger boost onto the other overdrive pedals, like my Zach Wild or the Dirty Tree or Devil's Triad or whatever, that guy will give that thing the bigger boost that you're looking for. Very, very nice pedal. I've been a fan of a Klon for a long time, since my friend Randy introduced me to one. It was pretty much like the original Klon. It was just like, probably I'd say a hair under what the original Klon was, and it sounded just awesome. You know, it kicked ass. And it got to the point where with all the new stuff that was coming out, all the upgrades I've been doing, the 7-string guitars just didn't like it. They sounded muddy. I couldn't get them to do anything the right way. And you know, it's like, okay, so it's time to move on, get something that's more updated in the Klon world. And sure as shit, that's the guy right there. So we're going to try it through 3 guitars today. I have the Jeff Loomis Signature 7 with the Jeff Loomis Signature Seymour Duncans in there, actives, tuned to A flat, Slayer tuning. We're going to go through my EC256 with the 5766s, which is tuned to D, drop C. And I think we'll go through a set of passive pickups on the Dave Mustang, or on the King V with the Dave Mustang thrash factors in there. And we'll get the sound through here, and I'll do what I'm going to do is I'll throw the clipping switch on the geranium mode first, and then we'll hit just the standard sound to hear how it sounds, and then we'll hit the boost side with it, and then we'll go through each of the levels just like that. And we're not going to do that with all the guitars. I'll probably just do it with one guitar so you guys get the idea. But we'll play through different pickups and see how you guys like that. So let's get her plugged in and do a little bit of jamming here, shall we? All right. We're going to start with passive. And we'll get some crunchiness out of this guy. And we'll let you guys sample the blue channel first, and then I'll hit the pedal. So this is just the blue channel on the EVH. Not bad, right? But you could always use more. I could always use more. I'm a gain fucking freak, so I always want more. And so now we are on the geranium switch. We have just the standard pedal on, and then we'll head over to stage 2, and we'll do that for all the clipping switches. Okay, so actually that was stage 2 first. Let me give you stage 1 here real quick. Okay, so now we'll hit the Scotch D or whatever that word is. We'll go ahead and try that first on just the regular, and then we'll hit that boost. Not bad. Boy, with that boost. Now we'll go down to stage 3, which is the tighter, more compressed sound. I think it also gives it that beefier low end, this is my favorite one. Like I said, I'm still trying to experiment with it though, so things might change. Might even go back to the Tranium style sound. So we'll go ahead and get this bad boy kicked off. So right now we have just stage 1 going. Now let's kick in that stage 2. So that bad boy is really, really freaking nice. I love the sound of this pedal. Definitely a kick-ass pedal. Let's move on to, let's go with our ESP LTD with the 5766 setup. This guy does have, like I said, it's got the 5766s in it. We'll go with a little bit of something active here. Okay, so now we'll give it a shot through just the Zach Wild pedal, and then we'll kick that boost on the Aquaria, and we'll see what happens from there. Boost is on. Can tell the difference in that. I think I could pick up a little bit here that it actually did boost it a little bit better. It sounded great. It did pick up a little bit more of the edge that I'm looking for. Even though that pedal kicks ass on its own, I really don't need to boost anything on that pedal. I don't like boosting overdrives with overdrives. I've never seen the point in it. It doesn't make sense to me. But when I boost just the boost switch on that Aquaria with that Zach Wild, it gave it a nice edge. It does sound a little bit heavier, a little bit meaner. And that's kind of, you know, the sound that I like. And you get that just alone out of the Aquaria. So, let's move on to the next guitar in the line today. We're going to pick up the Jeff Loomis signature there. Definitely one of my favorite guitars. I will probably never, ever get rid of this guitar. I've got it hooked up finally. I got the Jeff Loomis signature Seymour Duncans in there. Another great active blackout pickup. I did a video on these too, so if you guys haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. I've done videos on pretty much everything I have, so hopefully you guys have seen them. And if you haven't, please subscribe. And we're gonna go right to the clipping mode number 3, and we got the boost on and everything, so let's have some fun. So there you have it, the Aquaria by Lichtlaerm Audio. Thanks again to Daniel for getting that thing out here so fast. Thanks to truck driver Sean for doing the video on that pedal, because boy, I love it. It is definitely a favorite. It is definitely heavy, Clonesque, you know. It is very, very nice. Like I said before, if you guys haven't, please subscribe. I try to do new gear as things pop up, usually a couple months after everybody else does, and it's usually when the funds arrive. But you know, it's definitely a lot of fun to do for you guys. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. As far as the riffs that I play for you guys when I'm doing these videos, it is all 95% off the cuff. As soon as I hit record, I have no idea what I'm going to play. It's just whatever. Some people will pull up a drum track and write a riff for the drum track and go along with that and practice. And no, I hear the drums in my head, all double bass, just, you know, just hammering away, you know. And I hear those riffs in my head and hear those drums in my head, and that's what comes out. Everything is 95% right off the cuff. I don't do any practicing, nothing like that. Then, like I said, now the 5%, maybe I come up with something last night and it's still stuck in my head, so I go ahead and play it for you guys. But if not, it's right there. It's coming out as we're recording, and it is all just bam. So I hope you guys enjoyed the new pedal. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll talk to you later. Peace out. Thanks again. Red Dragon says take care.